love this movie. It's got everything Sid and Nancy, from Sid's life before they met, their lives in London, what happens in New York, and even a little insight into Nancy's family. They are all so very ginger. I in particular love Chloe Webb's performance as Nancy. That voice, that attitude, and those outbursts of rage and sadness. Perfect. But what I don't love about the movie is the first half. Really, any of the Pistols stuff. All the band members are bad caricatures of themselves, and basically are just comic relief gone wrong side characters to Sid. Paul Cook is reduced to a small, chubby butt of the joke. Steve Jones has maybe one line in the whole movie, and I mean, this is not what I think of when I think of Johnny Rotten. Exterminate! Exterminate! I don't think anyone has described him as a bean-loving, Doctor Who mocking Brit. And while we're at it, this is Billy Idol, isn't it? I'm pretty sure Billy Idol still has all his teeth, right? My favourite part of the movie is the second half. Sid and Nancy in New York. It shows the depravity, their breakdown and struggles with heroin, and there's a lot less bean talk. One of the many great qualities this movie has, in a somewhat unexpected way, is the humour. The film has some really great and funny moments, like Nancy introducing Sid to her grandparents.
Look! That's the roller-rama! Sid, I won a roller skating trophy there when I was 6 years old. Nancy, don't fit. Fuck you, Grandma.
Aw, super sweet. Nancy doing baby talk to the kitten after a burst of outrage, saying, "He doesn't need to know the words." Or Sid and Nancy running riot of the hotel in London run by Temple Tudor. But the scene that always made me laugh was not an intentionally funny scene. It's a scene meant to show how little lack of care for their own well-being they have, to tell the story of how they set their room at the famous Hotel Chelsea on fire. It's a scene where Sid lights a match and doesn't know what to do with it, so he looks around, spots a small but potentially salvageable fire, and thinks, yeah, that'll do. He chucks it with the rest of the fire, much like Moss in the IT Crowd. I bet you never expected Moss to have so much in common with Mr. Sidney Vicious. Luckily for Sid and Nancy, the American firefighters won't spontaneously combust. Speaking of a little weirdness, I'd say this movie might have the strangest OD scene ever. Sid leaves jail, gets a pizza, dances with some kids, and gets in a taxi with Nancy. They drive off into the sunset. Lovely end to the movie. It's such a nice thought that at the very least Sid and Nancy are reunited at the end of all the tragedy. But it did leave me going, was that him dying? Another scene that I find is odd is when the police are asking Sid, who's the girl? And a completely unrelated, I guess a reporter, is in the background and his arms are waving frantically around, and then in a really bad and obvious dub-over, he yells, he bit me, he bit me. Like, dude, when? It's so badly done. A small but noteworthy thing to mention is the contribution to the soundtrack, a lot of which had involvement of Joe Strummer from The Clash. Although he was only credited for 2 songs, Love Kills and Dum Dum Club, he had more of an involvement than we realised. Due to his contract, he was only able to compose the 2 mentioned songs, so he did what anyone would do. He made up some band names and composed more songs anyway, and all for free. Just because he wanted to. Or that's what the small section on the Sid and Nancy wiki said anyway. Really, it's just something I thought was cool. I don't have a real conclusion other than I love this movie. Is it a good depiction of the Sex Pistols? No. Does it always make sense? No. Was it accurate in any way? How am I supposed to know? I wasn't even born, let alone there. Despite this, it's a great movie. So, without a better ending, it's time for this video to get into a yellow cab and drive to that holiday in the sun